So guys, welcome to our new video, and today I want us to cover part 2 of demand and supply. If you did not watch the part 1 of the video, please consider watching to the end so that you can have a better understanding of part 2. Watch till the end. So guys, welcome to part 2 of our demand and supply. Make sure you watch the part 1 of demand and supply where we did the introduction on how to identify these zones. So today, I want us to discuss different types of the zone, the different types of supply and demand. How do we measure the strength of these zones and when the zones break? Okay, so these zones of demand and supplies are not permanent. Sometimes can be taken out, okay? And how do we trade with the concept of supply and demand? So those are the things that we're supposed to discuss today. Watch this video to the end. So now, remind about this pair. I like GBP and USD. This is my favorite pair. So now, from this particular point, we say that when you see the market is selling, it will sell to the supply, to the demand. When you see the market buying, it will buy to the supply. So these supplies and demand zones are the key zones or psychological zones that should be considered when you want to take a buy or sell. So now, like for example, here we had a sell up to this particular point. So the previous movement was a rally down. So we had a rally down to this particular point where accumulation was created. Okay, so this is an accumulation. Then we had another buy that it ended up creating a distribution zone. So you have a supply here and you have a demand at this particular point. All right. So now this supply was on a downtrend. You see, so it has been on a downtrend, and the other one was on an uptrend. You see, so this was on a downtrend. So it means that it was supporting a continuous trend. So the market has been on a downtrend. So this supply here, support protocol. Let me mention supply. So this is a supply zone. Is not that clear? I change the font of this tool. Yeah, I think it's not clear. So general trend, let me say downtrend, right? So the general trend is a downtrend. Then the market ended up to create a demand. Let me highlight several demands here for supply. So you have another demand at this particular point here. So you have some exhaustion here. So this character here is a reaccumulation of orders, the demand created. So now we have two types of demand. So you can be able to see the different types of supply and demand that we have on the screen. One is a trend continuous type of a demand, and the other one is a reversal base. You see? So the first one, this part here. So you can say it's so I'll have a yes. So this is a continuous base. Continuous, so it supports the continuation of what this downtrend. Then this is continuous again. It supports the continuation of this uptrend that was started. I don't know if it's clear. I hope it's very clear. So, and on the other side, you have a rally based. A reversal based rather, reversal based or trend reversal based kind of a supply and demand. So number one type of a demand and supply is trend continuous. Number two, is trend reversal based. Trend continuous and trend reversal based. And we have the examples of the two types of demand or supply. So this demand here will be a trend reversal. All right, this one will be a trend reversal. Reason, the market has been on a downtrend, then demand was created here. Okay, so another important consideration here is that the market tested the supply before the demand. So testing the supply, it means that this market will go up to the demand, will sell to the demand. So we had a sell to the demand, then we took the buy. So this buy will probably cause what you call trend based. So that's why I always say you cannot predict the market. You cannot predict the market. You listen to what the language of the market, or you listen to the language of the market. Listen to what the market is guiding you what to do. So at this particular point, someone who trades with the concept of demand and supply, sorry for this, so will know that all the orders has been utilized here with this supply. So buying from the demand, it means that this market is more likely to take out the supply zone. So probably it will change its character now. It will be the start of a reversal from this downtrend now to a general uptrend. Okay, a possible swing. So now, along the way, we had a reaccumulation of orders. You see, so a reaccumulation of orders. But an impulsive buy as usual. So this impulsive buy was to confirm that there's an accumulation at this point. So we had the market doing pullback back to this demand here. So this demand is considered to be a trend continuous. So the trend started long ago at this reversal based. You see? So in other words, this reversal based will be a major psychological zone. This one will be a major psychological zone, and this one will be a minor psychological zone. The reason why this one will be a major psychological zone is that because it's more likely to hold than to break. But again, this one, it might be like 50-50. Holding might be 50-50. Okay. So now, when these zones are not permanent. These zones are not permanent. At some point, they'll break. The strength of supply and demand. How did the price leave the price? The level or the strength of the move, etc. Those are some of the things that you need to consider when you measuring the strength of a demand and supply. Okay, so remember I've said these zones are not permanent. So when you see the market approaching as a demand zone with high momentum, or a supply or demand zone with high momentum, then it's more likely to take it out. Let me show you an example. Momentum trade, high momentum movement to the supply to the demand. Eventually will cause a break. Okay, I don't know. Gonna see. I have that example in the chat. But let me try my best. Nice and gold. Yeah, in a smaller picture, we realize that we have a demand zone at a particular point, but we had the market moving with a high momentum. So this means we had a high selling pressure that caused the break of our psychological zone. So another example, when you see a strong move, when you see a strong move away from the demand or supply zone, logically it means strength. Okay, so the less time the price spends at the zone, the more out of balance that supply and demand at the price level. Okay, so the smart money will aggressively move away from that particular point. Example, I think we had a very good example on Friday last week. Yes, on Friday last week we had a very good example on a goal. So these are the supply zone. We had a very clear supply at this point. So this was during NFP. See, the market came to the point aggressively. Then the way this market left the zone, it will determine, or it will tell you the strength of that particular point. So this supply was literally strong. But right now, in the bigger picture, this market is more likely to take out the entire zone of 25.5. Reason being, the zone has been tested several times. Okay, so when the market tests demand or supply zone several times, then it's more likely to take it out. Let me give an example. Yes. Here you have a good supply area. So you have a supply area here. So it gives us a good trade, yes. So it gives us a trade at this particular point. So you're expecting that this market maybe could go below this zone here. Because according to the concept of demand, when demand and supply, when the market activates an order from the supply or demand, it's more likely to go below the previous low or above the previous high, but this wasn't the case. So here the market coming back. So this is what we call build up. So build up at the zone of interest, eventually the zone will be taken out. So that is a very important point to keep in mind. So when you see the market spending a lot of time or testing the demand or supply several times, then it's more likely to make it work and break it out. Okay. So now, how are you going to take trades based on the concept of supply and demand? So taking trade is very easy. Taking trades should not be complicated at all. Let me go back to my favorite pair, GBP and USD. Taking trades should not be complicated at all. So this is another example of a supply here. So you see, so the entire zone will be named as a distribution. So these are distribution. This activity that took place at this particular point is what we'll name as distribution. So it will make the entire zone to be a supply. So in this case, you don't have to place a trade instantly when the market gets to that particular point. You consider that particular price that caused the break out of that particular zone. Like for example, previous selling pressure that confirmed bearish momentum. You see, so the previous sell pressure from the accumulation, from the distribution, is where the sell price lies. Okay, so ideally you'll take any price range at the sell pressure. So the selling pressure will have the price range that will give you a sell opportunity. So on the demand zone, again, same thing on the demand zone. So you see this demand. For the confirmation of the demand, we are supposed to have this buy. So this aggressive buy, we consider the start of that aggressive buy. Okay, so that buying pressure from the accumulation is where orders should be placed. Okay, and take the entire zone as a zone of interest. So if it's a sell, you put it away or outside the zone, like this. Put it away. When you're taking a sell from this minus ecological zone on the supply, your stop loss zone should be outside the zone. Such a way, if this market takes out this zone or this price here, the SL zone, then definitely it means that this market has gone against you. So you don't have to keep on holding. So on the supply again, so we consider this buy pressure, you see? So the buy pressure, not supply, rather demand. You consider this buy pressure. So the buy pressure from the demand zone will definitely give you an entry price. So that's how you can get entries and exits based on the concept of demand and supply. So guys, make sure you subscribe to this channel for more educational video. Also, you can comment with the topic that you want me to cover, like and share. See you in our next video. Bye.